Well, I think the first thing that I couldn't be more proud of a group of kids. This game was about making plays, especially down the stretch, and, probably wasn't our best night. We started out really well. Shay and Shaylee were good early. Shaylee kind of got us off on a really good note, and, we did some really good things offensively in the first half. Second half was a little bit of a struggle bus for us, but says we scored 33 points. Didn't think we did that, but I thought our kids were who they are, which is they're just tough, y'all. Like, this group is unlike any team that I can remember in a long time. They're just gritty and tough, and they can make plays. Like, Shay makes a big shot. Then Shaylee makes a great pass on that sideline out of bounds play. Gaston was her old self today. She just really, I thought, battled Aoka today. Aoka had 18 and a half and only gets 7 in the second half. And I thought we just were real tough down there. We really competed with her. She's so good. She's an All-American. Sundell's so good. She's an All-American. I mean, they've got great players. We made plenty of mistakes. We let them back in it. But again, the sign of a great team, y'all, when they tied it, we didn't flinch. Like, our kids just kept competing, kept fighting. Booker, again, for a freshman, has 17, makes the big free throws down the stretch. Wasn't her best game, but I'm saying that wasn't her best game. She had 17. I mean, the standard that she has set for herself is so high. That bar is so high. So Jeff's such a great coach. He's got him a heck of a team. They're a veteran team. They're older. They're so hard to deal with. I knew they weren't, I knew they'd make a run, but I thought our kids made some really big plays. And like I said, I thought it was a game where kids made plays, and especially when we needed to make them. So, Jeremy, is that 29? Mm-hmm. Giving God the glory for 29. I mean, I say this all the time. This is his team, man. These kids just keep fighting and clawing and finding a way, and their toughness and resilience is just incredible. And you beat a heck of a team today. And we'll have to, this is now year 4. I've been coming here, and I'm going to have to play Iowa State again. I've played them every year I've been here. And so we'll be excited to be in that game tomorrow night. These kids deserve it. They've had their fair share of trials and challenges throughout the season. And to be where they are today is just remarkable, and I couldn't be more proud of them. And I'm happy for them. Like, these are great kids, y'all. Like, if you knew each one of these kids, how great and special they are in their own right, like, it's just amazing. So I'm kind of along for the ride at times. And again, senior, grandma, junior. I've got some veterans that have been to the wars too, and they're just special. I couldn't be more proud, and I'm happy for them because they certainly deserve the moment that they're in.
Thank you. Real quick, since we have quite a few student athletes up here and a virtual transcriptionist, if you could please say the name of the student you would like to answer the question, or two, or whatever. So right here on the left.
Both take me through those 2 plays in the fourth quarter where you set up Shaylee on the inbounds pass, Leah, before the 3.
Shaylee first?
Okay. So it was obviously a sideline out of bounds play. And you would think that there would be defense back there, sitting in the paint, but there was absolutely no one there. I see Shay wide open and just lob pass it to her. So perfect play.
Really good play, because when you threw it, I was like, where is it going? Shay was wide open, and I was like, we needed that. But no, Shay's 3 was big, and it so just happens to be that it was my 1 assist for the game, so I will take it. And it's clutch people making clutch shots in moments that we needed, and she was open. I passed it to her, and she made it. So proud of her, and glad that I have someone that I can pass it to that can make shots.
All right, back on the back platform.
Y'all are all vets, but it seems like that when the Shays get going, that this team kind of hits another level. Just for anyone who wants to answer, just is that the case for how long y'all have been together?
Deanna?
We've been together for so long. I mean, we've been through this before, so we try to at least, in the heat of the moment, we try to calm each other down and make sure we're still in this game and we don't hang our heads low. So we've been in this situation multiple times, so I think we will be good.
I can tell you as a coach, it's a whole lot more fun coaching when they're making shots.
Shay?
Yeah, I mean, me and Shaylee shoot together every single day. I don't know how many shots we've taken together before practice, after practice. So yeah, I mean, I know Shaylee can make shots. She got us going early, which was so good to see. I think that's really what got like a good spark, a good energy going just to start the game off. But yeah, I mean, me and Slim have been together for a couple years now, but we're always getting extra reps, and so I think it helps a lot. Definitely have good chemistry on the floor.
Okay, question? Student athletes? All right, back here.
Deanna, what was your afternoon like having to, bang around in the paint with Yoki down there?
She's sorry. She's a tough player. I mean, like he said, she's an All-American. It's pretty tough trying to bang with her the whole game, but I tried to stay calm and make sure I could, push her up the lane a little bit. When she's up a little bit higher, then it's kind of harder for her to score, and so I just try my best and make sure I'm going hard.
All right, other questions for the student athletes? Okay, right here on the right, middle.
Yeah, this is for Shaylee. I believe you beat Iowa State by 21 during the regular season. I wonder if you can remember a little bit about that game, and how do you think tomorrow's game may play out?
Well, obviously, coming into the game, we're going to prepare super well. Defense-wise, we got to lock in, obviously focus on that post player. The freshman, she's a really good player. And then, obviously, we're going to, keep shooting, getting in the gym, and getting our shots up.
Okay, back to our Austin beat writer.
Shay, what do you think this performance says about the team as a whole? There's 4 of you up there, and Madison's not one of them. So what does it say about your team playing the way you all did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we have 5 people in double figures. Scoring-wise, I think we have so many talented people on this team. It's really just, it can be anyone's night, any given night. I mean, obviously, Maddie still scores 17, and she probably would tell you that she didn't have a good game. And I mean, like he said, that's just the standard we set for ourselves. I think we have so many playmakers on the floor at all times. It's really just being patient and finding the right person at the right time. And that can be a different person any given night. So it's definitely nice. We have a lot of playmakers and a lot of confidence in each other.
Time for one more for student athletes. All right, back on the platform.
More for Deanna and Aaliyah. Just it seems like the plan was kind of to clog the paint and get to Aoki as soon as possible. Just what was that like, and trying to have them force the ball out to the perimeter and shut down anything coming to the paint as well?
Aaliyah?
I mean, I'll say it again. Like Coach said, she's a force. She's an All-American. She's really hard to guard. And I give kudos to all my bigs today, Hattie, Taylor, and Deanna, because I wasn't down there doing it, and so but I know it was rough, and it was hard to do watching from the outside. So I'm really extremely proud of them. But I mean, every team has a game plan. We had our game plan. I think we executed pretty well. So I'm proud of everyone, and I think we did a pretty decent job.
Deanna?
Like she said, I think we did a pretty good job on her, even though she's gonna get hers every night, just like an All-American would. So, I mean, just like she said, we've followed the game plan and we get a dub.
All right, thank you to the student athletes. You guys can go back to the locker room.
Thank y'all.
Right, that's fine. All right, questions for Coach Schaefer. Back in the left, middle.
Coach, obviously, I think the crowd got going on both sides, and when K-State made their run, the crowd was particularly in their favor. Sort of, how impressive was it to see that kind of crowd tonight, and what's to say about the growth of, I guess, Big 12 basketball, women's basketball, and the game as a whole for that crowd to be so supportive on both sides?
Well, y'all don't know this. I've been at Texas 4 years, and I've been fighting to get this tournament in this building ever since I took the job. It's so unjust for our kids having to be playing over in Municipal all those years while the guys were over here. You want to say I get the credit, I don't care, but this is where our kids deserve to play. I mean, I can't tell you 2 years ago, my kids are like, Coach, why aren't we playing over there? A year ago, why aren't we playing over there? I mean, I get it. Municipal had 10 NCAA championships or Final Fours, but that was in the 60s. So our kids deserve to be in this building and playing in there. And I don't think you can tell any difference in the atmosphere in that arena versus Municipal. I think our game, our conference, the Big 12, warrants that, and our fans and our players deserve it. And I think that atmosphere was fantastic. That's the way it's supposed to be. But our league is so good, and I don't think it gets, for whatever reason, it doesn't maybe get some of the credit that it deserves. I mean, you're talking about Hall of Fame coaches in this. There's future WNBA players, kids that play extremely hard. You can go up and down the list of all 14 teams in our league, but the mainstays, like a Bill Finley, like Jeff, those guys have been around a long time, and they're going to continue to be around, and they're doing it consistently year in and year out. But that atmosphere, I mean, obviously we're not far from K-State, and tomorrow it'll be another home game that we'll have to be on the road again against Iowa State. But that's fine. I lived in the SEC before I was here and had to play in South Carolina every year, 5 straight championship games in Greenville, South Carolina. You might as well be playing in their home gym. So it is what it is, but at the end of the day, this is what our sport deserves, and it's great for our kids. I mean, they might have had more people in there, but they weren't louder than my people, because I heard my people. And it was just so good for our kids. But it's what our game deserves. It's what it warrants. And that was a great game. That was a great game. It was a great game for the fans. It was a great game for TV. You had 2 teams laying it on the line. But, y'all, we get that every night in this league. 1 through 14. You get it every night. This is a great league. And it's full of so many great players and great coaches. And there's a part of me that'll miss it. There's also a part of me that won't. Because button heads with some of the folks that are in this league night in and night out, you got to be on your game every night. Every night. So credit to I told the commissioner, he came in the locker, I said, credit to him for moving it over here, because you know what? It should have been done 10 years ago. I mean, you hadn't had an ice tub till you get in a horse trough. That's what the ice tubs were like over in the other place. It's not right. So he's got it right. He's figured it out, and kudos to him for doing that.
On the back platform.
And Coach, just to bounce off that, I mean, how proud are you of it finally being in this arena, and then y'all make it all the way to the championship, where you'll be in prime time in the big stage? Well, again, this is our third one in 4 years that I've been at Texas, and it's kind of what we do. At the same time, I'm extremely proud of my kids. Like, again, I've said this every press conference. Some of y'all have been there. Some of you haven't ever heard me speak, but on December 27th, when you lose a Rory Harmon, who's the best two-way guard in the country, I don't think anybody gave us a snowball's chance, and you know where, that we'd be where we are today.
playing for a Big 12 championship, tournament championship, or that on February 29th, we'd be ranked third in the country playing for a regular season championship. You have to really give these kids so much credit. They are just phenomenal. Phenomenal kids, competitive, but you cannot ever judge what's inside somebody's breastplate. And these kids deserve all the credit, man. They are tough. So we got another one tomorrow night against a really good team. I mean, you saw the way they played tonight. Holy smokes. I mean, it was quite impressive. And so we'll have our work cut out for us, but you know what? Our kids will be ready. They'll be attentive tonight in film. They'll be ready in the morning. They'll have a good shoot around, and they'll be ready because that's who they are. That's all they know.
Okay, we have time for one more coach question.
You got a date? You got something going on?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got nothing.
Let's talk more tomorrow, maybe. Kathleen, left side.
Coach Kathleen Geyer from the Next. Another huge night from Shay. Some more big shots. Just how important has she been for you guys in this tournament, and everybody being able to set her up in for those last 2 shots particularly?
Again, the kid's a winner. And if I'm not mistaken, Danny will know this, I'm not sure she scored in either K-State game previously. And so she obviously, we get the out of bounds underneath where she makes the shot. We run the sideline out of bounds play for and that she makes. And then the big 3 when the game's tied, they've made their run. We come down and she makes a huge shot on the left wing. The growth of that young lady and her development is probably it's probably top 3 in my career. And you just, in my mind, God rewards her because she's a great kid. That's first. Second, she just works. She stayed in the picture her whole career. Freshman year, doesn't play a lot, but stays in the picture, keeps working. It's that way every year. It doesn't matter who I recruit. I can't do it. She's going to still play. And she's just a winner, you know. But the kid works. Like it's not like she's just lucky. Like she comes in, like they both said. They both come in early. They get shots. They've done it all year. It started in the summer with Rory. And this is what happens, y'all. When you invest in your game, you're going to get a return. She has invested in her game. It's just like anything else. When you put time in, the game's real fair. And it's real fair to her because she has done nothing but work. The kid graduates from the School of Business in 3 years at Texas. Now she's getting her master's. All she knows is excellence. She don't settle. She's not interested in just being good. She wants to be great. And that's what makes her so special. And again, like I said, the game's real fair. And she gets rewarded because she's invested in her game. And I do believe good Lord it rewards her because she's a great kid. Like, she is a great kid.
Thank you, Coach Schaefer.
All right, praise the Lord and hook 'em horn. See you tomorrow night.